Wonderkids in Football Manager, the holy grail of any save, that one player who can give the ultimate potential. But now, the game's been out for about 12 hours by this point, and I've put this game on holiday mode overnight whilst I've been asleep. We've woke up now 10 years in the future, and we're going to find the best Wonderkids in Football Manager 2026. But with a twist. In this series, there'll be a new video coming out of each position, and today, we are starting with strikers. We're now 10 years in the future, in the year 2035, and I've scouted out 5 of the best Wonderkids in Football Manager 2026, and 2 of them are actually Arsenal in this save, which is absolutely mental. Surely Arsenal must be really overpowered. Let's dive in. Number 1 is Junior Kroupi. Attribute-wise, absolutely incredible. 10 years down the line now to 32 caps for France, 11 goals, value between 182 million and 217 million. Physical, got high acceleration, agility, balance, natural fitness, pace. They're all really high, really, apart from his jumping reach. He's only got a 7 there at 5'10", which isn't great. Into the mentals now, anticipation of 16. You've got composure of 18, decision-making 17, determination of 15. Determination is so key for your Wonderkids as well. A flair of 16, off the ball of 17, and even a work rate of 15. Technicals, just absolutely to die for as well. Dribbling of 16, finishing of 16, first touch of 16, heading of 16, oddly enough, are a 5'10" with no jumping reach player, basically. It's quite bizarre, but we'll take it, and a technique of 17. So weirdly, after a few seasons at Bournemouth, doing really well, getting 31 goals in his season in the Championship was the one that actually got him moved to Real Madrid for 108 million within this simulation, and then 2 years later, moving to Arsenal for 89 million after only making 21 appearances in one season with 9 goals there, and then went to Arsenal, and then it's just shone since then. 20 goals last season, 15 goals the current season has just ended as well. A great season for Junior Kroupi. And as I mentioned a moment ago, there's 2 Wonderkids at Arsenal in this universe. I thought we'll go check this quickly because in the year 26, 31, 32 and 34, Arsenal have won the Premier League and they won the Champions League also in 2031. So Arsenal have been pretty dominant in England for the last few seasons, winning 3 out of the last 5 trophies in the Premier League. So let's move on now to that other player from Arsenal, and that is Hickey Mogler. There we go. So a new one for us, not someone I'd heard of previously. He actually came in to Arsenal from Besiktas. So he started a game at Besiktas, went for 72 million in the 28-29 season. After an okay season, really got 1 goal at the start of that season before moving to Arsenal. Prior to that, 12 goals, 10 goals. So nothing outrageous really in the Turkish league. But came to the Premier League, he's been okay, 12 goals, 13 goals, 14 goals. But I suppose if Arsenal are playing with 1 striker, maybe not playing as an out-and-out striker, but he does suit either the right wing, the left wing, always a striking position. But looking at him as a striker, you see on screen right now, attribute-wise, absolutely ticks all the boxes. Great agility and pace in there for his physical attributes. Into the mentals, you've got the anticipation, the composure, decision-making, all pretty decent in there. Determination's really good as well. Off the ball of 17 and a work rate of 15. And then straight away, the striking options there. Like in terms of your dribbling, finishing and first touch, 16s and 14s, 16 technique. He's a striker to die for. And also, compared to Kroupi, he's 6'2". He has a 40 jumping reach. A heading of only 13, sadly, but still pretty good. He can still win a few balls for you in that box for Arsenal. Internationally, he's had 84 caps now, 33 goals so far for Turkey, now at the age of 28. So, of course, 10 years in the future, you just start your save at 18 years of age. We say he hasn't done like massively well in terms of goals. He has actually scored 111 career goals over 336 games. So it's not totally awful. He's playing more as a winger, I suppose. That's really good consistent numbers, realistically. So player number 3 in this list is going to be Matteas Fernandez. Pardo is currently at Lille as their star striker. He's a Spanish capped international now, 43 caps, 7 goals for his country, valued between 98 million and 115 million. He'll actually start your game at Lille. He's been there for all of his career as well, never getting massive numbers in terms of goals, but maybe it's just how Lille have been playing within this universe. But again, he's been 7.99 rating for the entire season, 7.63, 7.8, 7.62. So he's doing really well in terms of like his actual average rating, just not getting as many goals as you expect, really. But when you look at the attributes, you would be thinking there's a lot more goals to be found in this player. Got 16 acceleration, 15 agility, a balance of 15, a pace of 18, natural fitness of 16. I mean, the physical is absolutely wonderful. He is 6 foot as well, very right-footed only, so maybe that's the reason why there isn't many goals for him. They may just find the ball onto his left foot too much, possibly, who knows? But yeah, mental attributes. Let's dive into that one quickly. Anticipation, 17. Composure, 16. Flair, 17. It's just absolutely unreal. Vision of 16 as well. So this guy can actually find a pass as well. Into the technicals, we've got a dribbling of 15, finishing of 16, first touch of 15 as well, with a technique of 14. All really good things. To be fair, set pieces aren't that bad as well, with 14s in both corners, free kicks and penalty taking. Of course, as mentioned, you probably can play out on the wing as well for you within this formation as well. If you're playing with like a 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1 with 2 wide players in these cam positions, that could also pretty much work very well for him. But overall, looking at the player myself, I'm thinking channel forward in terms of the attributes. Only the heading that's really letting him down. Everything else, though, is quite incredible for this young striker. Next up, we have England's best new number 9 striker by looks at it, with Harry Gray. He's 26 in this universe, meaning 10 years ago when this simulation started, he was just 16 years of age, sitting in the Leeds under-18s team. He's now a Leeds senior player, he's a star player for the club, valued between 110 million and 128 million, getting close to 80 grand a week right now. Already has 29 England caps with 11 goals so far for his country. He has spent his entire career at Leeds at this point, had his best goal return this season, but it was for Leeds in the Championship, which is a bit of a downer really. But he did bag 20 goals in 37 appearances with 4 assists, 3 Player of the Match awards. A 7.28 average rating is really good for that level still, and I mean, attribute-wise, he's definitely playing at a higher level. Of course, with no international football, we can't see much about his England career so far, but you can see he can play as a cam, he can play on the right wing, but in terms of his best position, it does feel like this role here as a channel forward would absolutely suit Harry Gray. He's a 6-foot striker. He's a very strong left foot, a fairly strong right foot. He's a very both-footed player as well, which you do love to see. And in the physicals, standing, absolutely outstanding. Stamina 16, acceleration 15, balance 15, and 14s throughout the rest, apart from that jumping reach yet again for another striker, yeah. Into the mentals with a high anticipation, composure, decision-making, off the ball, and even a good vision in there as well. Flair, determination, both at 15 as well. In the technicals, look at those 16s in the dribbling, 16 in finishing. You got first touch of 15, heading of 15 again for another striker who's, okay, 6 foot, but he can't jump very well. But with that high technique as well, again, you can play him in a few different positions, but I'm thinking, possibly channel forward, you could try him as deep line forward, but he has such good pace about him and acceleration, it makes more sense to put him in that channel forward role, similar to years gone by of the 2024 FM, of course. So you could play him as a deep line forward. I do feel like you're not getting the most out of his physicals in this position. So the channel forward, of course, that's the former advanced forward. You can see straight away you're getting a lot more out of this player from his physical attributes, which means a lot more goal return for you with this player. So into the final one, we had to add a Brazilian into this list. It is Ryan Francisco. Now, for Atletico Madrid, did a regular start there. He's had 5 caps for Brazil, only 1 goal. So he's not getting a massive return of goals so far, not much in appearances in terms of Brazilian national team. Of course, they do have this guy called Endrick. And again, that could be somebody you could throw in the video, but I mean, he's at Bayern Munich these days. He's doing very well for himself. But we're trying to find Wonderkids that you wouldn't know much about as well, newer Wonderkids to you for the game. So there's no point mentioning Endrick, no point mentioning those star Wonderkids because you already know them guys. Whereas someone like Ryan Francisco, you're probably thinking, who on earth is that guy? Well, this guy actually started in Brazil at the start of your games. You can see here now. He's at Sao Paulo. He's been a good few seasons there. He got 26 goals, 22 goals for making the switch to Atletico Madrid for 14.5 million. So a Wonderkid you can get for absolutely dirt cheap at your start of your games. And looking at him attribute-wise now, you can see it's definitely worthwhile the investment. I mean, in the physicals, you've got 15s across agility, acceleration, and pace. You got 16 in his balance as well. Mental attributes, you've got 16 anticipation, 15 for decision-making, concentration, a high determination, which really helps your Wonderkids grow this year, a high flair of 14 as well, and even off the ball at 17, which is very important for what role? A channel forward. Again, I'm very much a channel forward kind of guy. Like, I like to advance forwards majority of my FM24 experiences, so having the rename as a channel forward now, it's going to be very much a case of what I'm probably heavily going to be using now. Stream saves this year. We will be doing a beta save, starting with West Ham on the day after the beta gets released. So come pop by the streams. We'll be live on TikTok, we'll be live on YouTube, and we'll be live on Twitch. Anywho, back to the player. So yeah, dribbling of 13, finishing of 17, first touch of 15, a technique of 15. Again, he's very much a one-rounded player. He can only play one position. Very strong left-footed player. Reasonable left foot. So he can do a few things. Got a few traits in there as well. But I think if you get hold of this player at an early age and really develop him and put a lot of focus into this guy, you could have an absolute world beater. So that's been my 5 Wonderkids for striking position to try out in FM26. If you try these players out, let me know in your game how they develop, how well they do for you, or even better, get in the comment section. Anyone watching this video can go down there and find what Wonderkids you're using for your striking position this year in FM26. If you have enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the video, and again, get in the comment section. Let me know who's been your favourite Wonderkid for striking position this year to you so far in FM26. Or be better yet, when you watch this a few months down the line after the release, you'll fully know how good that striker is. And come back and tell me how good they are. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again very, very soon.